Welcome to another episode of deck comparisons using the Rider-Waite deck and the Osho Zen Tarot and the very new Sacred Chi Tarot, all of which have much in common. And we're going to be comparing cards that correlate in those three decks and seeing nuances in some of the differences as well as what they have in common. The first card that we are looking at today is the 8 in the suit of wands. And we see swiftness of movement. Those wands are representing many things. They are potential that is being channeled and will eventually touch down into the development of some new quality. They look as though they're moving very fast, and once they touch the ground, they'll plant themselves into the ground and something new can take place from that very swift movement. In the Osho Zen Tarot, it is the card of traveling. There is a very, very tiny figure on the card that is moving in a careful and meaningful way up an inclining slope that seems to be disappearing into the distance. There's no hard, fast destination set in mind there. There is no great planning. There is a quality of inner movement as well as outer movement, and it is a movement that is aiming toward the experience of ever more change. It is a card that speaks of the journey being the goal, and there is a self-contained, almost pilgrimage quality to this card. In the Sacred Chi Tarot, we are now looking at the card of self-confidence. And in this card, again, we have this quality of movement, more of the swiftness that we experienced in the Rider-Waite. But this is a quality of swiftness designating a strong, unafraid, confident aspect that has emerged out of having faced innumerable challenges. And in having jumped through hoops of fire, she has now reached a place where she can see the holy grail of what she's been striving for. It is now in sight. There is an imminent quality to having reached a certain point of success, that although in a reading this may designate that you haven't quite got there yet, but the end is in sight. And in having arrived at a place of self-confidence, you have come through great challenges to have developed the wisdom of the confidence that is now in place. Don't let delays set you back, because there could be a few more delays on the way, but in reality, the goal is yours to be had. So whether this is in a reading regarding yourself or someone that you are reading for, some other person perhaps that you're dealing with, just know that their dynamic, forceful energy has reached a point where something very meaningful is about to come into fruition for them. And they have been hugely challenged to get to this point. It can be a sign of focused, motivated energy that is moving rapidly now to achieve an end point. All of these decks are beautiful, and they are all describing the same energy, which is an energy of movement. In these two, it is rapid, less so here. But all of them are beautifully articulated 8s in the 3 decks, the suit of fire in the Sacred Chi, the suit of energy in the Osho Zen, and the suit of wands in the Rider-Waite.